The Indians were set to face off against the Detroit Tigers once again after they had recently faced off against each other. The Detroit Tigers now 12-17 and the Indians 18-11 just a few games later after their face-off last time in Comerica. This time, the Indians will be playing in their own home park, and we'll see if they can have any sort of luck in this time just like they did last time. Trevor Bauer would be sent out to the mound for them, 3-1, 3.89 ERA so far, 35 strikeouts on the season. He's really kind of keeping his walks down, something that's a big issue for him usually. One batter out right now, and it's Jose Iglesias up to bat, and he's going to rip one into right center field, and that is going to get all the way to the wall for a double. And so there is a runner on second with one out for Detroit, and they got the best hitter in the game, Miguel Cabrera, and he's going to rip one all the way to right field. Out of here. Home run for Miggy. Is going to give the Detroit Tigers a 2-0 lead here in the first inning over Trevor Bauer and the Cleveland Indians, as Bauer did not have the start that he wanted, just made a big mistake right there. Trying to go for the strikeout, Alfredo Simon was on the mound for the Detroit Tigers. Here in the bottom of the first, we're going to see if the Indians can get anything back from the damage that had already been dealt to them. And Alfredo Simon is a good person to do it against. Not going to strike you out a lot. He's going to give up a lot of contact. Ben Revere up right now, and he's going to slap one into center field right there, and he took off running after that. Only gets a single out of it, but of course, it's Ben Revere. He's going to end up at second out of it as he took off. There's runners on first and second now for Giovanni Urshela, 2 outs, 2-2 count, and he's going to strike out on Alfredo Simon's curveball. Here in the bottom of the fifth, didn't really get anything going. Urshela would be up again in a big spot, and he strikes out again, but that is going to score a run as the throw sails over the first baseman's head, Miguel Cabrera. An errant throw by Brian Holiday brings the Indians home a run, and we're going to see if they can extend their lead anymore with Carlos Santana. He swings right through that. The ball's dropped again, but Brian Holiday redeems himself right there by throwing first for the out. And here in the top of the eighth, here's that man again. This time it's to left field. 4-1 lead, the second home run of the day for Miguel Cabrera. Trevor Bauer, when not facing Miguel Cabrera, had a pretty solid day, but he had a bad day against Miguel Cabrera. He hit 2 home runs and drove in all 4 Detroit runs on the afternoon. The Indians would try and make a charge back, though, as the Tigers call upon Jabba Chamberlain, the man who was not allowed to run yet this inning. And Brandon Moss will be up to face him, and he's going to take one high and deep out to right, and that is going to fall in the gap, just barely missing a home run. And he is going to get on his horse and head for third, a triple from the very slow Brandon Moss, not known for his speed, and he is going to be driven in by Urshela, but not because of anything good for a ground out. Urshela's RBIs missed out on. Total is 4. Urshela could have single-handedly won us the game today, but he did not. Carlos Santana would walk, and Tom Gorzolani would come on for the Detroit Tigers to face off against Yan Gomes, and he's going to drive one into right center, or left center field, excuse me. That is going to drive home another run, and so it's a 4-3 game now, as that run is going to be called safe at the plate. Brandon Moss would be back up in the bottom of the ninth, and he would strike out to end the game. Bauer went the distance, but Miguel Cabrera's 2 home runs just proved to be too much for the young right-hander. That does it for Detroit baseball, and Indian baseball more importantly, for this time. Next time, we'll be taking on some interleague action once again, as we, the Indians, will be traveling to Pittsburgh to take on the Pirates and their left-handed ace Francisco Liriano. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoy it, and we will see you for that next episode of Cleveland Indians baseball. Stay tuned.